Welcome to another episode of Same Cast, Different Day podcast. I am Martel Rowland.
And I'm Tina Marie.
And today we're going to be discussing states and cities reopening. But first, I want to give a shout out to the Facebook group. It's called LGBTQIA plus Wisconsin. I had a very good discussion. That's a discussion. Oh my God. Discussion with Madison and Claire, and a group of other people. It was very interesting. It's a very good group. They're a support group. They mentor young people who are trying to find their way, and they offered to let me mentor, which was a surprise. They must have seen my wine at 6. But I know my wine at 6 is full of shenanigans. So we do wine at 6 at Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock. Is it 6 o'clock? Yeah. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all go check out the group. I will be having Madison and Claire on the podcast, interviewing them pretty soon. So make sure y'all be looking out for that. So we're going to get into states reopening and how we feel about them. Well, in the guidelines that were set up for the state's reopening.
So, Wisconsin has been one hot mess during this whole thing.
That's because the
It seems
Republicans
like
here want
we're
to kill
like
people.
the black sheep of the family out of the United States of America for some reason with this. We're very slow to react with things and then very quick to jump the gun. I know everybody probably saw how we kind of jump-started the protests at the capitals within the states when we had 3,000, I think it was over 3,000 people went to the Capitol after they had protested in Brookfield or something. But this kind of sparked some, I believe it was Republican leaders, to want to try to overturn Governor Tony Evers' safer at home that he had put into place for all of Wisconsin. Now, he had extended it from April 26th to May 26th. And it was a lot of people that felt that was unconstitutional. He didn't have the power to do so. So they actually took him to court. And there was a vote within the Wisconsin Supreme Court. And they voted 4-3 to overturn this safer at home.
Which I think is stupid.
To me, it was very stupid too because it was just overturned. I want to say with the 13th.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So it's like you have 13 more days to like.
Right, and then on top of that, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for them to go to the Supreme Court and debate this, for something that was going to expire literally a week later.
So yeah, so it was really stupid to me because even though they overturned it, a lot of the governors of the municipalities within Wisconsin still held their own safer at home order, like Milwaukee. So it was so crazy to me that the very first thing I saw once the Supreme Court overturned the order for Wisconsin as a state was that the Tavern Association was like, open up your bars, right? And it's like, so many people were like crowding into bars, and it was like in the middle of the afternoon. Nobody was social distancing. Nobody had masks on. I didn't see any hand sanitizer inside.
Nope.
Like, I was just like, wow, like, really, people, like, is it really that serious? I don't feel like it's that serious, you know? Then, lo and behold, the governor Barrett was like, hold on, y'all. Yeah, you're doing too much. So let me just slide this into play here because we still got a safer at home order for Milwaukee. Now, it's just the city of Milwaukee and not Milwaukee County as a whole. So our suburbs like West Allis, Wauwatosa,
right,
things like that
Greenfield,
don't fall under the Governor Barrett's safer at home thing.
Mayor.
Okay. Um,
Mayor Barrett.
he's mayor. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Mayor Barrett. My bad. My bad.
You talk about my
Governor
shenanigans.
Mayor Barrett. So with that being said, basically, like, it is. Let me see. Let me get the website up here for you guys. It is wedc.org, and the acronym stands for Wisconsin Development Corporation. And on its website, it basically has guidelines for each and every industry as to how they're supposed to operate during the Safer at Home order for the city of Milwaukee. So I'll give you an example. A lot of department stores are only allowing so many people in at one time. Barbershops, hair salons, nail salons, like waxing studios, things like that can reopen. But there is no walk-ins. Everybody has to have an appointment made, which is cool to me. I mean, I understand a lot of people do get.
That's what I've been saying from the beginning. I've been saying that from the beginning, and like for the nail salons and the spas and everything like that. I think it should have been by appointment anyways, and no walk-in.
Yeah. So So everything I do, has an appointment made because I just don't have the extra time to be waiting around as nobody walking. Okay.
I ain't got time for it either.
Yeah, so a lot of places are requiring people to wear masks when they come in, which is fine. A lot of places are supplying the masks when people walk in, which is cool.
No, they make you pay for them.
What you saying?
They make you pay for them. They make you pay for the mask. So we went to Menards, I think Thursday, and they make you pay $1 for a mask. But when I went to if you don't have your own. But when I went to Piggly Wiggly, I think I went to Walmart Market, and I went somewhere else, and none of those places required their visitors to have masks.
That's interesting. But during this whole lockdown, I don't believe any of the grocery stores require people to have masks on when they came in.
Nope, it's only Menards.
Because
a lot of people saying Home Depot was doing it too. When I went to Home Depot Saturday, they didn't require a mask.
Oh, you be out and about.
Oh yeah, I still do everything like normal. Because we had to go get the rototiller for the garden to get the garden started.
It is gardening time. Anywho, so. It's very interesting to hear what you guys are experiencing in the different cities, counties, states, countries. We put something up on our Facebook page asking you guys to let us know how your government plans to reopen your city and town, and let us know if it's anything similar to what we're talking about. I would love to see what's going on in other parts of the world. I feel like we can definitely learn from each other's mistakes with this. I actually saw a video with a lot of children returning to school in China, where they had a series of stations where they had to be sanitized, and they wore like face shields, and they had like little cubicles around their desks. Like it was very interesting to see. I don't know if you think this is something that's going to be permanent within our world. What you think?
I think it's something that might be temporary permanent until we find a solution to the coronavirus. But I think reopening the cities and stuff right now and basically reopen the country right now is a bad idea, considering that we really still do not have it contained. And like I can't remember the doctor who be on TV with the the orange man all the time. But he was saying that if we don't get this, whatever, when if we don't get this contained now, this might be something we can't turn back from. And I think lifting the stay-at-home order is going to lead us to that situation. But Kami, who lives in South Africa, is saying they're talking about reopening. I can't remember I think he said I can't remember the exact city that he says he live in, but he says I believe super essentials should be open, with precautions for now, like healthcare places need those sanitation stations, and there should be what's this? This should be food suppliers helping out those who can't afford it. So I guess that might be an issue where he at, where people can't afford food and they don't have any help as far as like getting food. So I'm gonna have to reach out to him and get more of a clarification of what's going on with that situation.
Wow.
So
Yeah. We are very fortunate to be within a country that can provide some type of stimulus packages to us during this time.
I mean,
Um,
I think he only did it just to say that he to buy votes and say that he helped you out.
yeah, absolutely.
But then,
Absolutely.
but then at the same time, he was like, you know what? Well, some of you just gonna have to die for the sake of the country to get it back open.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to be one of those people.
That's what I said. I'm not like I'm not gonna go to I'm not gonna be at clubs. I'm not gonna be at bars. Like it's just like I'm not gonna go back to just being normal right away. And then I can't go back to being normal right away because it's just not gonna feel right.
No, it's not. And then I don't know. I think it'll probably be a while before I actually travel as well.
Right.
On a plane, rather. If I go somewhere, I probably would be more interested in just driving.
Yeah,
For right
I
now.
was thinking about doing that this year because I'm mad because I had so much stuff planned in June, and I have all these days off from work, and everything is canceled. And I don't know what to do now with the time I'm going to have off. I don't know.
Oh, so you're gonna continue to just take your vacation and make it a staycation.
I know, but I get bored just being around the house so fast.
That's true.
Like I can do it the first day because it's like I got some time off at the beginning of the month, and then I work the middle of the month, and then I'm off at the end of the month of June.
Hey, you be snapping with your vacations. I be low key jealous.
Because nobody never knows when I take off.
No, you just be like,
I become
just all of a sudden you just be like,
I'm back.
yeah, like yeah, I'm not gonna be at work for the next week. Like, when did you do this? Why you didn't tell nobody else? What's going on here?
Maybe I had to
Like, I
plan that
wanted to
stuff in
be off
advance.
too. We could have went. We could have went and did this. Yeah.
Right. Oh wait.
You sneaky, y'all.
Now that I think about it, the department stores, I think they're only letting 5 people in at a time.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a limited amount of people that they let in, and a lot of places are starting to require them to wear masks. So,
But
at this point,
that's still
like,
not going to make people want to go out and shop because if I got to stand outside and wait to get in the store, I'm just not going to go.
yeah, so that's why I'm like, I'm still at this point just gonna order online most of the time because I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna stand in line and wait. I'm not.
Because, like, I don't know, because I had finally watched the news one day, and Brookfield Square, it was a mall that opened, no, not a mall, a store that opened at Brookfield Square the very next day after the order was lifted. And it was people literally sitting outside the store waiting for it to open. I'm like, it is just not that serious.
No, it's not.
Like,
It's not. And I really don't understand people's way of thinking where it's like they have to go in this store. Like, just why?
right,
Like, I can understand if it's something emergent where you can't wait to, like, order it
right,
offline and have it delivered to your house. I can understand that part. You know what I'm saying? But just casual shopping, like, come on
exactly.
now.
And then we're seeing the spike in the increases in people testing positive now in Racine is starting to see a surge now.
Yeah, Racine was another hard hit place.
Right. And then I haven't heard anything back from the test results that they had. So they had opened up free testing on at what's that place called? Midtown Shopping Center, and then on the south side, I don't know the name of that place.
Umos. It's Umos on the south side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
Those
opened
two
up the testing center there, but I don't know if they got any test results back.
Yeah,
because
so it takes about an average of 12 hours
because
now
because I
for
wonder like
for them to get results now.
because like normally like after they had did the first day or whatever, like that very next day we used to hear about, oh, this many people tested negative, this many people tested positive. And but the next day on the news I didn't hear anything about it, so I'm like, are they keeping it hush hush that a lot of these people are still testing positive in high numbers and don't want to release that to the public?
So every day I get an email that tells me how many new people tested positive.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Because you know a lot of those people who went to the Midtown location are the people who live in the Sherman Park area where it was a high number of cases there.
So I'll tell you. So I get an email every day with the statistical information.
Hmm.
So I got one today at 4:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. So this is the first time in months today that the state of Wisconsin reports no new deaths from coronavirus infections over the past 24 hours.
Yay!
So that's just deaths, okay?
Hmm.
So additionally, the percentage of coronavirus tests that came back positive in the past 24 hours fell back down to 6.3%, down from 8.3% Saturday. So Saturday we had 8.3%
Hmm.
of tests coming back positive, and today it fell down to 6.3%.
That's still a high number to me.
Wisconsin now has a total of 12,571 cases.
About 4,000 of those is the city of Milwaukee
200, we
alone.
had 203 new cases today.
See, the fact that 200 some people are still testing positive in a day, I don't see that as a flattening.
So it's like we're breaking even just a little bit. So
Which means we
like
should still have the
we had
safe.
a spike. We had a spike on Saturday and it went up.
Mhm.
Now we're coming back down to where what's been kind of like our norm with how many new cases we've been seeing every day.
Which we still need to have the safer at home in order, probably further than May 26th.
Yes.
Is
So
what I
this is
believe.
going to be very interesting. So hospitalizations remain steady. 363 people are currently hospitalized with coronavirus infection, up from 361 yesterday. Of those, 136 require intensive care. Additionally, 182 people are hospitalized awaiting test results.
Wow.
The rate of disparity in Latino populations continues to stand out. 31% of total cases are now Latino people, and the Latinos make up just 7% of the state's overall population.
That's crazy.
So,
And that number gonna
yeah.
jump once everything reopens tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I get these emails every day. It says similarly, 21% of all cases are Black people, who also make up just under 30% of deaths. Black people make up just 6% of the state's population. It's only 6% of African Americans
Wow.
in Wisconsin.
That just showed there's
Wow,
not that
right?
many of us here as we thought.
Wow,
There's not
Wow.
that many. That's so crazy.
isn't it?
So if
When
you
you hear only 6% of the population is Black, 7% is Latino. That's
I
interesting.
mean, because you got to think like majority of the Black people in the state of Wisconsin live in the southeastern part of the state, and then
Yeah,
you
where
might
we
have
right?
a few that live in like this southwest part of the state. But far as when you go up north, there ain't no Black people up there.
Man, it ain't nothing to do.
I mean, I think like once you get past like Appleton or Fond du Lac, there's no Black people.
Yeah,
So
I'm not into farming.
although I kind of only thing I want to go do is because I haven't ate at 1919 in a while, so I love me some
Yeah.
1919. That's the only thing I want to do.
Okay. I mean, go for it.
I gotta wait till like September.
Oh, okay.
it's not safe. Like I said, I'm not about to rush out here. I'm not about to be one of those people going to get my hair done. As bad as I need to get my hair retwisted, it's been since February. I'm just not going.
Oh, child. Me too.
Like,
Me
I'm not going. Like, no, it's not that serious. I can wait. I can shave my own face, which I'm gonna do tomorrow when I get off work. I was supposed to do it today, but I got lazy. But when I get off work tomorrow, I'll be doing it. But other than that, like, I'm not trusting it. Although, um, I bought this product online. It's for manscaping, and I hope it works.
Really?
You know the Manscaped whole set that they have.
No.
So it comes with, it's like it has like a little razor that's supposed to be very sensitive for when you manscaping. It works on like arm hair, chest hair, all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it come with these products that you can spray down there to be real fresh throughout the day and everything. So I'm excited.
Hmm.
That that'll make
Interesting.
a good Father's Day gift for out there, children. That might be kind of awkward body for your parent, but
Right.
so another note. So if you living in a state that is not open yet, when things reopen, please go out there, be careful. And if you're in a state that's already open, tell us what your experience is and be careful also out there. Because I know I think in California they're talking about lifting and they have some restrictions lifted, but as far as the city of Los Angeles or Los Angeles County, they're still on a 100% lockdown. Let's say for at
Yeah,
home.
they locked them back down, didn't they?
Yeah, I think theirs was extended to, they talking about either June or August
Mm.
for the Los Angeles County.
There's so many people there.
Exactly.
And,
And that's also like with these states, like, oh yeah, we only getting 200 people testing positive now. But like, what you think is going to happen when we still got 200 people a day testing positive? What you think is going to happen when everything reopens back up? You might see 1,000 people test positive in one day now. And then what are we
Wow.
gonna? Then when this thing get out of control, what are we gonna do? Like I said, there's no vaccine or nothing. They talking about, and then the thing that's making me angry with Trump, he's making everything seem like a race. Like I want to be the first president to send money out to my people. I want to be the first country to what they call that, to get the vaccine. It's like everything is a race with him. Instead of him just really sitting down and putting on his thinking cap and listening to the staff that's around him, or what they call them people, the advisors. He won't do any of that. It's just all about a race. Everything is a race with him. I want to be the first country to reopen fully. I want to be the first country with a vaccine. I want to be the first with. I'm like, no.
Speaking of vaccines, my company, I'm a nurse that works in plasma. My company is starting a program where it's called convalescent plasma, where they're going to take people who have been infected, tested positive, and after at least 30 days of the resolution of their symptoms, they test negative, and we have them come donate, take their plasma, use their plasma to turn it into immunoglobulin, and eventually go towards a vaccine.
We need it. We need it. We need it so bad. So, any of you that hear that, make sure y'all go hit to your plasma banks if you have. Is this at 30 days with no symptoms and tested positive?
Yep. So, it's called, my company is called Grifols, Grifols. They do have a website set up for people to get more information. If you just Google Grifols, and you'll see it pop up. It's convalescent plasma donation program. They also have a hotline that you probably can find on Google as well. And they'll get you started. So everybody has to go through the corporate office and get screened as far as symptoms being resolved. They have to send in the appropriate paperwork, like lab test results and things like that to them. Then corporate office reaches out to us, sets the appointment, sends us over the lab test results, which get put into the person's chart. These people are treated like VIPs, so they come straight in, they get their physical, we get them straight on the bed to donate. They get appointments where everybody else is a walk-in, and they get $90 for each donation.
Jealous.
So you can donate twice in a 7-day period, so you can make $180 for giving us 2 hours of time out of your week.
That sounds like a bet. And it helps. It's helping to come up with a vaccine for the coronavirus. So make sure y'all go out there and donate. And there are
Yeah.
people who do have blood diseases who rely on their plasma too. So make sure y'all go out and donate. It is very, very important. So,
Yeah.
moving along, we tried to how can we go? We tried to do movie reviews or try to find things for everybody to watch who are still in quarantine and try to make recommendations for everybody. So, the latest movie we watched was Code 8. And mind you, I am a big Stephen Amell fan along with Robbie Amell. So, I love their work and I enjoyed this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into anything with seem like magical powers or supernatural powers or whatever you want to call it. I am down for it. I'm watching it. Except the Charm remake because that is horrible. Please don't watch
Oh
that.
my goodness.
I cannot watch the.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't. Like
I thought it was just me.
no.
Okay.
So I watched like the first 2 episodes of the Charm remake, and then of the original season, and then I tried to go back and watch it on Netflix, and it's just like I can't. I
was so mad.
I was like, it should have been a remake with the Charm sisters' kids
Yes.
taking over instead of
Yes, that'd been way better. Yeah.
yes, instead of the girls that we got now. And I don't like the fact they try to put a gay character on every TV show. It's just
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Code 8. It was a very good movie. The story was very well. It was real well written. Robbie Amell said they did get the clear for a part 2 recently.
Oh.
So there will be a part 2 to Code 8. Because I was wondering after I watched it, like, oh my god, it has to be a part 2. I can't wait. Because I don't know, like, oh, see, I can't get that part away. I can't get that part away. I can't even talk about it. Because I don't want to mess it up for y'all.
I mean, you can talk in code. You can talk in code. You talking about at the very end?
The cemetery.
Oh!
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I want to know what happened with, the jail.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of questions that wasn't answered, which I was like, okay, please let there be a part 2 to answer these questions. So when they announced that it was going to be a part 2, I was like, yes!
Woo. Did they say when it's going to be a possible release date, like 2021?
They haven't started filming it yet because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So, and they might even be doing the script, or if some people do, like the guy who does the Transformer movies, he had like 10, 15, 20 Transformer movies already written. So if they already got, so they was one of them kind of people who got the script already written. I guess it's just waiting for the pandemic to be over to start recording. So I'm excited, and
I'm excited too. You know what? That movie was actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
it was better than that space movie you had us watch.
Man,
I'm still mad about that movie.
I didn't watch it though.
What was the name of that movie?
I don't remember. It was horrible.
That's how bad it was.
It's horrible.
That's how bad it
I'm
was.
sorry.
Oh my god! I still have to watch the one that you had recommended that we're gonna review in a few weeks.
The series I was telling you about. So that's a whole story.
No, not that one. The one with the guy from Thor that played Thor. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that was a really good movie.
So
yeah, I really enjoyed that.
So in about 2 to 3 weeks, we're gonna do a review on that one. But if you have not watched Code 8, make sure you watch it. It is a very must-watch movie.
Yes, it is.
So, I guess we're going to wrap things up for this episode. Make sure you tell your friends, share this podcast with your friends, tell your friends where to find this podcast. If you have used Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review. That really helps. And make sure you write a review on iHeartRadio, which we're now on. iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all streaming platforms and stuff. We are not on YouTube because a lot of people keep asking for YouTube. We're not on YouTube. Sorry. And we're not on SoundCloud. But you can find us everywhere else. And you can find us on Facebook at Same Cast Different Day Podcast. And you can find the podcast also on Instagram at SCDD Podcast and on Twitter at SCDD Podcast.
Yay. You can find me on Facebook at Tina Marie Haslett, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at __ TINAAMARIE.
And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Martell Rowland. And by the way, we almost hitting that 3,000 mark for the Facebook group for Same Cast Different Day Podcast. So make sure you tell your friends to go follow us on Facebook too.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, it helps out a lot. And on the next episode, we're going to be trying to determine the best black movie of all time.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
So make sure y'all tune into that. It's going to be a 2-part series. So make sure y'all tune into that. And we will see you guys on the next episode of Same Cast Different Day Podcast.
Bye.